Hey everyone, it's Gil here, and today we're going to put 6 of the most advanced AI models head to head to see which one can build the best website using my AI website builder, Fronts AI.
I'll start by clicking on Create Website so I can sign up. After signing up, I'll enter Dog Walker in Vancouver as the business name. For the website address, I will use Doggy Vancouver. As you can see from the screenshot of our configuration code, our default LLM is set to Claude 4 Sonnet. This will be the initial baseline website. So I will add the Claude 4 Sonnet postfix to the website address. I could select a domain here, but I'll skip that for now as it is optional. For the instructions, I'll provide the following prompt for Dog Walker in Vancouver. I will also ask to include a page that hosts 3 games: Classic Snake, but with dog emoji, Tic-Tac-Toe, and Flappy Bird, but with dog. The more specific I am with the description, the better the website will turn out. I'll keep the website language as English, skip the time zone, skip the phone number, and the business address. I'll also skip adding any social links. On the last screen, I'll keep the default theme and let AI choose a color palette. Finally, I'll click Finish to start generating the website with Anthropic Claude 4 Sonnet. Claude Sonnet took 157 seconds to respond, and that's including the image generation. Once completed, I'm presented with the editor. I can see that edit mode is active, indicated by the blue icon over the header and the dog image. The plus button here is for adding a new page. The chat icon is the AI chat for the header. Any request related to the header goes there. The Edit Image button is for AI image editing or replacing the image. The image generation is currently powered by OpenAI. I'll click the Live Site button to check out the actual website. The site is live and public at this web address. You can scan the QR code to see how well it did on your mobile phone. Clicking back takes me back to the editor. Scrolling to the bottom of the Hero section reveals 3 more editor buttons, which are only visible to me as the site editor. The plus button here is for adding a new section. The delete icon is for removing this section. The chat icon is the AI chat for the Hero section. Scrolling farther down, we see our services section. Scrolling further takes me to a schedule section for booking a dog walk. Next is a dog walking consultation section, which is connected to the Fronts AI calendar booking process. The last section on the main page is a working Contact Us form. Scrolling to the footer, we can see a link to dog games. Let's click on it to view the 3 games we requested it to add. We can see the Heroes section for the dog games page. Scrolling down, we see that Claude has created a section with 3 cards, but clicking Play Game doesn't actually run the games. To fix that, we'll just add the games by clicking the Add New Section button. Fronts AI supports custom modules such as sections with content, galleries, blogs, and social feeds. Fronts AI also supports built-in modules such as a Contact Us form, meetings, services, and events. I'll select Section with Content, which brings up a pop-up to choose an LLM provider and to provide instructions for the content. For the instructions, I'll go back to the content Claude generated for the Snake Dog game and copy it. Once copied, I'll return to the Section with Content pop-up and paste it there. I'll tweak it slightly so it starts with Create a Snake Dog game. For the Games section, I'll select No Image. Finally, I will click Generate. Claude 4 Sonnet response took 84 seconds and the code required 1 automatic AI fix. I will navigate to the newly created Dog Snake game and try to play it. The game works fine, but the mechanics aren't quite to my liking. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I'm ready to publish this change, as I'm okay with it. Next, I want to create the Tic-Tac-Toe game. I'll copy the game's description from the pop-up box. Then I'll scroll down below the snake game and create a new section with content. I'll paste the content and add Create a Game at the start of the instruction. I'll select No Image here as well and click Generate. Claude took 97 seconds to provide a response and had no code issues. The game is now generated and includes 2 battle modes, Friend Mode and AI Challenge. The game works well in both modes, but it could use a bit more flair. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. The last game I'll ask to generate is Flappy Dog.
Again, I'll copy the content and paste it into a new section, then click Generate to see the result. It took 113 seconds for Claude to respond, and the code required one automatic AI fix. The game seems to work good on my Mac. I will give it 9 out of 10. Finally, I will publish this version of the website. The next model I'm going to test is the new reasoning model, Claude Opus 4.1, which came out just a few days ago. I'll scroll down to the models table and copy the Claude Opus 4.1 string from the Anthropic API column. In our internal config file, I'll replace the Sonnet model with Opus. So Fronts AI will use the latest Anthropic reasoning model to generate a new website. I'll repeat the same steps to create a new website, just adding Claude Opus 4-1 to the website address. Next, I will paste the instructions I used before for generating the previous Sonnet website, and click Next, Next, Finish to start the website generation. Claude Opus took 387 seconds to respond, and there was one automatic AI fix to the code. The website is now created. So I'll scroll down, passing the gallery, passing the Book Your Walk section, passing the Schedule Free Consultation section. The final section is Contact Us. I'll scroll down to the footer and click the Play Now button. This takes me to the Games page, where this time the games were actually created. I'll play the Dog Snake game to test it. The game is solid but needs an AI chat instruction to add mobile control buttons. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Let's scroll down to the Dog vs. Paw Tic-Tac-Toe game. The game works well and has flair. It doesn't have an AI companion, which could be added with a single AI chat. I'll give it 8.5 out of 10. I'll scroll down to the Flappy Dog game. The game looks okay, but could be improved. Feels a bit too hard to play. Both of these issues could be fixed with a couple more AI chat instructions. I'll give this attempt by Opus a 7.5 out of 10. The next LLM I'm about to test is Gemini 2.5 Pro. The public website address is this. Gemini 2.5 Pro took 323 seconds to respond and had no code issues. The website is ready but needs some tweaks. First, I'll ask to make the logo and the header smaller. Scrolling down, passing the gallery, passing the schedule walk section, passing the meet and greet section, passing the contact us section, and down to the footer. I'll navigate to the games page. Gemini didn't actually create the games, so I'll need to create them one by one using the exact prompt I used for Claude Sonnet. This time in the LLM provider, I will choose Gemini. It took 128 seconds for Claude to respond, and the code required 2 automatic AI fixes. The game worked perfectly, so I'll give Gemini 9.5 out of 10 for Doggy Snake. Next is Tic-Tac-Paw, which took 91 seconds for Gemini to respond without any code issues. The game works great against both AI and human opponents, so I'll give it 9.5 out of 10 as well. The last game Gemini 2.5 Pro created is Flappy Dog, which took 156 seconds and had one automatic AI fix to the code. The game didn't work well, so I'll give it 5 out of 10. The fourth model I'll be testing is Grok 4 from XAI. The public website address is this. Grok 4 took a whopping 579 seconds to respond and required 2 automatic AI fixes. Grok 4's hero section doesn't seem to follow the provided instructions. Let's scroll. Passing the services section, passing the meet and greet section, passing the book your walk now section, passing the gallery section, passing the contact us section, and down to the footer. Finally, let's check out the dog games page. Grok didn't generate the actual games, so I'll create them one by one. The first game Grok tried to generate was Dog Snake, but after 2 failed attempts, I moved on to the next game. The next game is Tic-Tac-Toe, which took 125 seconds to generate and required 2 automatic AI fixes. The game looks okay, but the AI mode doesn't work out of the box. I'll give Grok a 7 out of 10 for this attempt. The last game is Flappy Dog, where Grok 4 couldn't follow the system instructions, and the game didn't generate well. The fifth model we'll test is OpenAI's GPT 4.1.
The public website address is this. It took OpenAI's GPT 4.1 234 seconds to generate the website and required one automatic AI fix.
It did had a fatal issue during a run, which required me to debug the problem.
Let's scroll, passing the Schedule a Dog Walk section, passing the Book Virtual Meeting section, passing the Contact Us section, passing the Gallery section, and down to the footer, where we click to navigate to the Games page.
GPT 4.1 was able to generate the games. The Snake Dog game works okay, but has a few issues. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
The next game is Tic-Tac-Toe, which didn't have any AI mode and no flair. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Flappy Dog didn't work at all, so I'll give it a 0 point.
The last model is the latest one, GPT-5. I'll update our config file to use the GPT-5 model. The public website address is this.
GPT-5 took a record 630 seconds to respond with the generated website.
It took 3 automatic AI fixes to finish the build successfully. Let's review the generated website. Scrolling down, passing a card section, passing the meet and greet section, passing the service area section, passing the book your walk section, passing the gallery section, passing the get in touch section, and down to the footer. I'll scroll back up and click on dog games in the header. GPT-5 was able to generate the games. The Snake Dog game is solid, so I'll give it 9 out of 10. The Tic-Tac-Toe only had a 2-player mode and lacked flair, so I'll give it 8 out of 10. The Flappy Dog game had a weird circle instead of a dog and was impossibly hard, so I'll give it 6 out of 10.
Based on this table, we see that Claude 4 Sonnet is the fastest and most stable, while GPT-5 is the slowest and least stable.
We can also see that Grok 4 is the worst at generating games and following instructions, while the Claude models in Gemini 2.5 are the best. GPT-5 gives mixed results.
Seems like Fronts AI is sticking with Claude 4 Sonnet for new website generations. Create your website today and share this video with the world.